Hey, what's up? This is Sully from Godsmack. Strap on those boots, baby, because you are now in the trenches of the war room with the one and only Mistress Carrie right here on the Mistress Carrie podcast.
What's up? This is Joe Rogan, and you're listening to Mistress Carrie.
Her hair so lovely, pretty eyes.
Hey, this is Brent from Shinedown, and you're listening to Mistress Carrie. Hey, Carrie, go put your bra on, girl.
Hey, this is Steven Tyler, and you be listening to the baddest bitch in Boston, Mistress Carrie.
What's up? This is Aaron from Stain, and you're listening to Mistress Carrie.
Hi, everybody. This is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters, and you're listening to the one, the only Mistress Carrie.
Hey, this is David from the band Disturbed, and you're listening to the baddest bitch in Boston, Mistress Carrie.
Hi, Bruce Dickinson here from Iron Maiden. Yes, indeed, Miss Whiplash herself, Mistress Carrie, is here to unchain your brain.
Hi, this is Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You're listening to Mistress Carrie.
This is Dennis Leary. You are listening to my favorite, Mistress Carrie.
Hey, this is Corey from Stone Sour, and you have the privilege of listening to Mistress Carrie.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's Mistress Carrie, reporting for duty from MCHQ for a birthday bonus episode of the Mistress Carrie podcast. It is my birthday, and earlier today, we released episode 278 of the Mistress Carrie podcast with Chris Daughtry, but I got a little surprise from Sammy Hagar checking in on my birthday to do a little singing, to talk about the upcoming live album, the Best of All Worlds band, The Residency, that comes out next Friday, and also the Vegas Residency happening in 2026. That would have been great until our connection died. You'll hear it all. It was awesome that Sammy checked in on my birthday. I just wish I could have kept him for a little bit longer. Allow me to introduce you to the one and only Sammy Hagar. Mr. Sammy Hagar!
At your service, Carrie.
Who told you it was my birthday, and are you here to sing for me?
Oops, I think I got the wrong number. Here, wait. How do you leave this meeting?
What a nice birthday surprise.
And if it's your birthday, I will wish you a happy birthday. Absolutely. But I'm on the West Coast. It's a little early to be singing, but I could sing happy birthday to you. There you go.
I love it.
Yeah. And the other thing is you're a fellow Libra. I love it.
Yes.
I'm coming up in 2 weeks.
I know.
Woo.
They're
exciting.
You live a birthday life every day. So, what do you do? Something boring on your birthday to be different?
Yeah, I play a concert in Cabo, San Lucas at the Cabo Wobble, which I've been doing for over 30 years. That's what I do for my birthday.
I hope there's a giant cake. You have to have a cake.
Oh, they always pull some crap. I'm not big on being everyone celebrate. That's what I call a celebration. When I just go up stage and I play the music that I want to play and do whatever I want to do on stage and have fun in Cabo San Lucas and party my ass off, drink till I can't fucking walk. And, but when they try and do some big event, cakes and things, and a big video with everybody wishing me happy birthday, that's embarrassing. But whatever. Yeah, there's always a cake. My wife always seems to sneak it around and get it done, even though I tell her not to. There's, honey, not this year. Let's just forget the cake. Because what happens, they bring a cake out on stage, and they got these Mexican fireworks in there. And last time we couldn't get them out, and people were getting burned. Hands are getting burnt. And man, they almost, we don't want to burn my damn cantina down. So, and then it always ends up somebody gets funny and shoves a piece of cake in my face. My wife usually, or one of my kids, and then the cake fight starts, and the cake goes into the audience. And once again, the Mexican cakes they're pretty greasy. And man, you get that frosting on you, you can't get it off.
Nope.
I mean, it kind of ruins the end of the show for me, but, it creates the end of the show. Anyone knows better than to bring a cake out on stage until that show is over, because that cake is going to be all over the place. My mic is all caked up, but yeah, it's fun. We've had fun every year.
You've been all over the place. You were just at the Ohana Music Festival. You were at the Back to the Beginning Final Sabbath and Ozzy show.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't perform at the Ohana Festival. I just went to see my friends in Green Day, and, Eddie Vedder's become a friend. I live 10 minutes from that damn venue. So it's it's awesome. When they have it, I could probably go on the roof of my house or go onto the beach and walk down to it. But I just go ahead and I go, watch the bands. It's a really a groovy festival. I dig it. And Green Day was amazing. I didn't realize it was their second to the last show. It was kind of like their last show. It's kind of like their hometown homecoming. And the night before they were on the East Coast, and they just flew 5 o'clock in the morning. They said we got up and flew home, and here we are. And I thought, man, these guys got to be tired after 140 some shows. They killed it. I haven't seen Green Day, a whole Green Day show in so long. And I was so impressed. Billy Joe Armstrong, that little superstar, man, that little guy is as good as on that. He knows how to work an audience, and their fans love him. It was very inspiring and enlightening for me to, see that other people out there still do it with passion. You know what I mean? Because there's so many shows I go to and I go, oh well.
They've got their movie coming out, and there's so many rock biopics coming out. Is there going to be a Sammy Hagar movie?
Oh, I'm sure there will be. I'm just really particular about controlling something like that. Every time I've been offered, to talk about it, you find out when people that make movies and the money it costs to do it and all that, they take liberties and they go, oh, there's got to be more drama. Your life's been too great, like your life's everything's so beautiful. It's so you're so happy. There's no like miserable, like, oh my God, somebody almost died or whatever. There's not enough drama. So they want to create it. I'm going, no, it wasn't that bad. That part that happened, that thing you think was maybe something that was really bad. I got thrown out of Van Halen. So what? I built a brand of tequila and sold it for $100 million. I'm going, that would have never happened if I would have stayed in Van Halen. But it wasn't just, it's just that kind of stuff. They try to make drama out of everything. So I usually kind of, boo-hoo it. I don't like to play. I don't play well in the sandbox with movie makers.
You've got your new live album coming out next Friday, and I had a chance to hear some of it already. The quality of the recording, it sounds so good. You almost can't believe it's live.
I agree. And you can believe it's live. We didn't overdub. We didn't Pro Tool. We didn't auto tune. We didn't do anything. If there was a fix, which were very few, but like a background vocal part, let's say on One Way to Rock, Ray was doing something and he didn't sing part of the chorus, coming late or something. We just took that little millisecond out of another night and just put it right there of just the vocals, not overdubbing or nothing. Instead of fixing it, we just took it from another night. So it's really live. It's from the same night, same venue, the same band, everything, the same town. And the reason it sounds so good is because we had 9 shows and we had 4 nights of rehearsal in that building where we set the microphones up and we got everything perfect. Nothing got changed. It's not like when you got to pack up and move to the next town and then you set everything up again and that building sounds different. The band sounds different. Everything is different. No, this is the way to do it. You do a residency or you play a week in a building. And we took everything was from one night. It was from like the second to the last night and the second show and the last night, something like that. I forget now, but out of the 9 shows, everything came from 2 shows. And and that's why certain songs aren't on there, because we changed 3 or 4 songs every night. We added 3 or 4 different songs. And the nights we recorded, well, we didn't play that song. So it didn't make the album. And that's real. So the people that came that night, that's the show that they're going to hear. They're going to go, oh, yeah, we were there. Oh, yeah, I remember when he said that. Oh, I remember when Mikey laughed instead of singing his part, which you would keep that. You don't fix things like that. You don't fix somebody having a good time. Say, no, we got to fix that.
Live albums are tough to capture the energy of a live band. Who do you think, give me a live album that you love, that you think of another band that really captured it?
I'll give you 3. The 3 live albums that make me feel like I'm there, like I was there when I sit there and crank those up. Frampton Comes Alive. You put that on, you feel like you're in that audience. Jay Giles, Full House, long time ago. Humble Pie, Live at the Fillmore. Those are real live albums, and they feel, really live. And that's what I was going for. I said, we got to have enough audience on here. And my guy that engineered it and mixed it, Chris Lord Alge mixed it, and he I said, Chris, can we get more audience? He said, because I said, I really want it to feel live. After the first mix he made, that's the only change I made. He said, gotcha. He goes, oh, I said, yeah, I want it. I want Tramp Becomes Alive. I want to feel this. I want the audience to feel like they were there. And he fixed that, and it was just a piece of cake from then on. And the way I judge a live album is the songs have to be as good or different enough to actually say maybe better or stand up to the original recordings. Like, it's hard to compare anything to Van Halen in a studio album, but that was a long time ago, and those songs have been played a lot since then. And certain songs like Right Now, which because we had a keyboard player and he can sing backgrounds, we didn't have anything on tape. Used to play Right Now on tape. We'd play When It's Love on tape. Why Can't This Be Love? All that was on tape. None of this is on tape now. So we actually got to play together. And if we wanted to extend something, we just extended it to where when you're playing to a track, like most people do if they don't have a keyboard or they have to use the background vocals live. There's so many people that live use a lot of tracks. And you got to play same thing every time. And we didn't have to do that. And boy, that's how these songs became great. And that's what makes the difference between like the live album I did. I'll be honest, the live album I did with The Circle was about our third show or something. But we did At Your Service, I think, or whatever we called it. That was a live album, and we left it live. But the thing is that we had just gotten together, and we were playing all the keyboard stuff, and some of the vocals were on background tapes. So we had to play to the tape, and when the tape ended, it had to end the song, and it's so much more organic to play everything live and the singing coming in live. And yeah, man, it just makes a world of difference. And I love this record. I didn't want to make a live record. Let me make this clear to everyone. I'm saying, Mikey's going, yeah, man, we played so good, man. We should make a live record every night. He'd come off stage and start hyping me up. And I'd say, Mike, live record, what are we going to do? It's not going to be better than the original records. And, why do it? And Joe Satriani's going, I don't want to make a live record. He goes, that's too much pressure on me. So we told Joe we weren't ever recording. We lied. And Joe's the guy who made less mistakes than anyone. Joe is the superstar of this live record.
He's an alien. He's not even human.
He is an alien. And he's playing Eddie's parts, the essence of them, and he's not playing him exact. He's putting his own little thing in there, but it's good enough to where, close enough to where you're going, wow, that was an amazing version of Best of Both Worlds, or 5150, Summer Nights. Those songs are impossible to play live. We didn't play Summer Nights in Van Halen very much live because it was so hard to play. And Joe played it every night. Humans Being. Oh, man, we killed that song. I love that song on the live record.
You guys are going to have another chance with more dates on the Residency in 2026. There's dates in March and September that are already on sale for next year. You love this Vegas Residency thing.
Well, it's extended my life in this business, to think about going on tour and going out and doing 40 or 50 shows next summer. I would probably say no. I don't know what I would say. But before they offered, I told my manager, I'll do another residency. Let's see if they want to do that. And of course they said, yeah, because it was very successful and we're going to do it again. And I think it allows me to stay, to continue to perform live. Because listen, I'm particular. Here we go again. Just like if you say you want to make a movie about me, well, I want to be part of that. How, what you're saying about me and what you said happened, and make sure it was truthful. But, the playing live, I want to be great. I never want to step out on that stage and walk into that microphone and not want to be there. And when you're on tour, you play 100 shows in a year, you get about to your 50 or 60 shows in, and you're waking up some mornings going, man, I don't feel like doing this. But of course, you walk out on stage and the audience starts cheering and you come to life. But just the agony and the stress of saying, man, my voice, I'm tired and, I didn't get enough sleep and, man, I'm not, I'm a singer. I care. And I think, ticket prices, man, I don't feel like I got it, I don't ever want to do that. So the Residency, I don't do that. I'm sitting at 4:00 in my room because I had Thursday, you play Wednesday. I've had all those days off. I fly in Wednesday because I'm close to Las Vegas, 40 minutes. And I fly in Wednesday, play the show that night, go to bed, wake up the next day off, in a beautiful hotel room with some of the best room service you could have in your life. And there's a great show. There's a great restaurant around every corner. Got a good night's sleep because it's beautiful. They put me in these beautiful suites. Anyway, so by Friday afternoon, by 4 o'clock, when it's time to either go to sound check or whatever we're going to do, I'm chomping at the bit, man. I'm going, man, I'm bored shitless. Get me to the gig. And I'm walking in there, everybody's going, woo, and the crew's all rested in there. And you say, hey, man, want to change some songs tonight? Yeah, whatever you want to do. You try that on the road about the 40th of the show. Yeah, want to change? No, we're already set up. We can't change anything. I'm sorry, And then your guitar player's like, your guitar tech is saying, man, if I have to change any more guitars in this set, man, I'm going to quit. I'm going to need a raise. You got all this kind of crap. And I'm not joking. This is what really happens. And on the Residency, man, you're like, I can't wait to get on that stage. And
Sammy! Where did you go? Put down the tequila! Oh. Thank you for the birthday surprise, Sammy. There he is, the one and only Sammy Hagar, albeit cut a little short. The new album, The Best of All Worlds Band, The Residency, is coming out next Friday, October 10th. Tickets are already on sale for next year's Vegas Residency. That's at Dolby Live at Park MGM, March 11th through the 21st and September 18th through the 26th. You can find all of Sammy's links, all the Mistress Carrie links, and the corresponding playlist for this birthday bonus episode. Just check the show notes of this episode. I make a playlist for every episode of the Mistress Carrie podcast that features all of my guest music and all the artists and songs that we referenced in the interview. If you liked what you heard, don't forget to like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Earlier today, we released episode 278 featuring Chris Daughtry. Plus, every weekday, you get the Sit Rep. The Situation Report gives you all of your rock news, music headlines, and entertainment updates in about 5 minutes. And you can always find me on the radio. Join me live every Tuesday night at 8:30 Eastern for my live streaming video show, Cocktails in the War Room, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. You can get the details on all of that and more at MistressCarrie.com. The Mistress Carrie Podcast, a proud member of the Pantheon Podcast Network.